Is just starting with this, just okay. After this week's server reset, the Final Fantasy XIV News Twitter account posted a tweet announcing changes to the Final Fantasy XIV Online Store gifting feature. The gifting feature was previously disabled on September 23rd, and the reason they gave us was that this was in preparation for a renewal of the online store gift code purchase feature scheduled for late October. If you're like me, maybe you read this and you thought there was some improvement to the system coming. Because if you've ever used the Final Fantasy XIV online store, you know it's not the most straightforward process. What I don't think any of us expected, though, were the actual changes they ended up making. And if you're mad about them, trust me, you're not alone. So here's what they did. As a countermeasure against fraudulent purchases, so cases where maybe a hacker stole some credit card info and used it to purchase gift codes to resell later on a sketchy RMT site, the Final Fantasy XIV team has restricted the ability to gift many types of items. This includes things like mounts, or minions, or emotes, or even orchestrion rolls. You can no longer gift any of these things to your friends. Just real quick, let's take a look at the online store. So like, the new mount, can't buy it for a friend. The Deride emote, nope. This face paint, nah. Anything that can only be used once per character is now restricted. Now what can you still gift? Well, they didn't restrict everything. You can still gift glamour sets, which is good. You can still do fantasias, dyes, furnishings. Basically, anything that's either consumable or reusable is still eligible for gifting. But there's a bit of a wrinkle there. In the news post, they mention a new requirement that you have to be friends with the person that you're trying to gift an item to. But when you get to the checkout page, you see an extra requirement that they have to be on your friends list for 72 hours. So, not only has gifting been severely reduced in scope, you also have a friends list requirement to fill before you can even participate in the newly limited version of the feature. But surely they have their reasons, right? I'd assume so, but we don't really know what they are other than the nebulous explanation from the news post. And while Twitter threads have popped up attempting to give some possible reasons, like this one, talking about payment processors, until the Final Fantasy XIV team clarifies, all we can do is speculate. But why is this bad? Why does this change have a ton of people on the internet and content creators and venue organizers upset? Well, with this change, they basically
killed giveaways.
That's maybe a little dramatic, but look at what you have to deal with now to do a giveaway. First, an item needs to be eligible for gifting. Mounts and emotes were always hugely popular items for giveaways and grand prizes for events, and now they're not even an option. Second, the person needs to be on your friends list for 72 hours before you can gift them an item. Many creators have a full friends list already. Plus, having to wait 72 hours opens up all sorts of logistical issues. Third, any gift purchase is now subject to scrutiny from the soon-to-be expanded anti-RMT team, and we don't know yet what sort of impact that's going to have. So, glamour competitions, social media giveaways, stream community events, social venue raffle prizes, game night prizes, free company events, gifting cool things to your friends that can't afford them, all of those are impacted. I just had an adventurer plate contest with a mount as the grand prize, and now I'm having to figure out something else. All of these ways that people legitimately use the gift code feature for now have these extra restrictions and have to jump over extra hurdles for a severely limited list of possible items. And that kind of sucks. Now, I do want to say that I know they didn't do this maliciously, and I think it's important that we recognize that. They aren't intentionally trying to remove fun from the experience. But unfortunately, when they tried to crack down on actual illegal activity, they wound up catching a lot of legitimately fun ways that the community used gift codes in the crossfire. Honestly, I think this change sucks. And I really hope that they listen to the community feedback and are able to find a middle ground that isn't so restrictive. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching.